everyone, Wylock here, welcome back. Seabass is back for
our game.
The rematch. Yeah. So last time we did Wormhole Demons versus Battle Brothers. We had some opinions about it. Coincidentally, while we were playing that game, like the creators were tweaking that army list and have changed the Daemons drastically. So tonight is our chance to test it. We're going to use the same victory conditions, slightly larger armies, but yeah, that's about it. So we'll see how good these changes are. So version 2.3 of the rules, version 2.2 of the Daemons army list. Are we ready?
Oh, yes, I am.
All right, let's get to it. For those of you new to these battle reports, we play Grimdark Future, which is a simple, fast-playing, fan-made rule set inspired by Warhammer 40k. The rules and army lists are totally free, and there's links in the video description below. First up, 4,110 points of Wormhole Demons, pouring out of this newly opened portal that is inexplicably opened, and they're invading the planet. Hordes and Lords coming out, starting with 3 units of 10 Blood Warriors. So units of 5 doubled up to make units of 10, and they've been given heavy close combat weapons, because at 20 points for 10 models to get that AP4, it's sort of a no-brainer. We then have 3 Champions of War, and they've been given their great symbols of war as well, so they'll have some aura effects when they activate. These will be paired up with those units of Blood Warriors. A Cerberus Hound. Speed is on his side, able to move 18 on a charge. I have found that because there's only 4 turns, speed is absolutely paramount in this game, so anything with that fast keyword, worth looking out for. And he'll be grouped with this unit of 10 Bloodhounds, also able to move 18 on a charge, also able to ambush, plus 10 free shots because they have Furious. Leading us over to the tongue-in-cheek named Crab Demon of War, which is a little unfortunate. Nonetheless, love Seabass's work on this. This was not in our previous battle report. Jack of all trades, he's pretty brutal up close and from afar. And that leads us to 2 Greater Demons of War, the big guys, 12 wounds apiece, ambush just like everything else, and those Exalted Flame Axes, 8 dice and 2 AP each. So those are the great defilers, the ones coming to poison this planet. And now let's look at the ones who will keep it clean. 4,115 points of Battle Brothers. Beginning with the captains, these are identical with one exception. One of them has been given the upgrade for toughness, so he has 6 wounds instead of 3. Other than that, identical. Advanced tactics, plasma rifle attachments. Two Psychics. Each has been upgraded to Psychic 2. Other than that, they're pretty plain. Usually I don't take Psychics. I don't think I ever have in my battle reports. I honestly can't remember. I usually don't like messing with that juju. But I figured this time I'm going to bring the right tools if I'm going to take on the demons. 2 units of 10 Battle Brothers, so it's a unit of 5 with a missile launcher upgrade, and a unit of 5 with a heavy machine upgrade, and then combined into a unit of 10. And each of these will get a Psychic and a Captain with it. Unit of 10 Assault Brothers. These have been made veterans and given jump packs so they can ambush and they have flying. Intention is versatility, harassing, objective claiming. Not particularly effective in any form of combat. And then my perennial overcosted underperforming unit of destroyers, which I just can't help but keep on bringing because I like the models. Energy hammers, 2 dice each, AP 3, able to ambush, and durable due to that shield wall keyword. An attack walker upgraded with a fusion rifle and a twin heavy flamer, anticipating he's going to get rushed. He's going to get up close, so you got to give him the right tool for the right job. Twin heavy flamethrower. And lastly, the battle tank, been upgraded with 4 laser cannons and hunter missiles, totally intended to take out the big stuff, and nothing else. There you have it, your defenders of humanity for the night. Will they be able to hold off this incursion? Keep this place holy and clean? Let's go to the game. Here's our board for the night. This was a tranquil human world, but recently there was an earthquake and a fissure in reality opened up, putting a scar on this planet as the Wormhole demons poured through. Battle Brothers about to make their last stand. We already know that Seabass is going to ambush his entire army, so they've blinked out confusingly, and the Battle Brothers, my army, is going to be regrouping, and that is where the game will begin. For terrain, we have a forest back here, and this is a bit abstracted. I only have 12 trees, but anything that's within the line, so in the forest, cannot be seen by anything that's outside of it. That's what we agreed to. If you're both units are inside, they'll have cover for shooting. Oh, and the exception is anything on this bit of nastiness here can be seen, but will have cover. So shooting from here to over here, that will be permissible. Rock piles are difficult terrain, so you're limited to 6 inches. Infantry type models can move through first floor walls because they're all busted up and it's assumed that there's cracks and stuff. But to do so will be considered difficult terrain. Okay? Key, because a charge, you're going to have to be kind of up close to initiate a charge. This bit of road here, you get cover in it because you can duck in the craters and stuff like that. Were there any other questions? Are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
Just getting a few angles here because whichever side I end up on is the one that everyone's going to have to see. So this is our board for tonight. I've made all this terrain in previous episodes. You can check it out. I'll put links in the video description below. All right, let's start rolling off and get the game going. D3 plus 2. 1 plus 2, 3 objectives. Only 3 objectives. All right, let's roll off to see who's going to place the first one. That's a 2 for me, a 4 for you. And so it is, you placed your 2 markers, one up here for flavor, right at the portal where your filth is pouring in. One out in the open, trying to draw me out, knowing that you have pretty much a full charging melee army. And I put one favorable to me up at the corner of this shrine. So we have to hold the remnants of this holy location. All right, we're going to roll off to see who's going to pick the table edge. 1 for me, and a 1 for you. 5, 2. All right, I will take this edge because it will give me a better chance to position my tanks and rush up for marker 2. Deployment's done. As we said before, all the Wormhole demons blinked out of existence inexplicably moments ago. While that happened, we had an attack walker doing reconnaissance out in the forest. These guys were charging up the rubble here towards that objective. These guys here ready to make their charge up there. Tank. And then we also have reinforcements inbound. A unit of destroyers and 10 assault brothers. So we go to the top of 1. Okay, and you have no units, so it's going to be all me. End of round 1, and here's what we've got. He didn't do anything. He's waiting to see what happens. This unit hopped over here into this pile of rubble. The intent there is that anything that charges them has to go into the dangerous or the difficult terrain, which means 6-inch movement. So anything that ambushes in at 9 inches will need an extra turn to be able to get in and get to them. These guys simply moved up their full 12 inches, so they rushed, going on their way up there. And this battle tank here moved up a full 18 inches. Gonna get over here and line of sight for whatever happens later. So that's it, that's the end of round 1. And now we go to the top of 2 and figure out our ambushers. Here's where we're at while Seabass finishes setting up most of the rest of his army. We believe that the rules mean that once we roll off, if we each have ambushers, you start alternating. He went first, and this big dude dropped in. That's bad news. That's very bad news. So in response, these support brothers landed with their jetpacks. So they're standing by for counteroffensive in that little triangle of death there. Then over here, pouring through the fissure, a greater demon of war popped in. Yes. So in response, these destroyers beamed down, and it appears their task is set. They're going to be scaling this mountain. Let's get a good shot there. Yeah, they're probably going to spend the rest of this game trying to get up this mountain, trying to get marker 1. Then some Blood Warriors came in with presumably more to follow, so you're going to go ahead and finish setting up.
Yes.
So finishing up, you had this unit of Hounds come in, including the Cerberus Hound that's grouped with it. And over here, a unit of Blood Warriors along with their Champion of something? Greater Champion of War?
Yes.
Yeah, Demon Champion of War.
Demon Champion of War.
All right, so that's what we've got. And interestingly, I'm just remembering something. So again, sort of the whole purpose of these battle reports is that we share learnings, and I'm learning too. I made a big mistake here. Once you claim an objective marker, it stays yours unless the other guy claims it. I should have used those guys from the start, dropped them in up here, and they have flying. They could have easily gotten down, and now I'm gonna have to hoof it with these guys and burn a turn or two to get up there. So, that's kind of a crucial error. Interesting, but okay. All right, onward to the action in round 2. Looking at charging in with the hounds. Okay, he is surrounded. First, we'll do the furious checks. So you got 11 quality checks, 3 ups for all of them. 7 get through. These are normal saves on a 2 up. 1 failure, so he loses 1 wound. And they all happen to have AP 1, so you're going to be rolling 16 dice at AP 1. Whoa, not a great roll. Armor piercing 1, which means I am saving on 3s. 1, 2, 3 wounds get through, so that's 4 wounds in total lost. Fist, 4 dice, hitting on 3s. Whoa! Alright, 1 hit at AP 4. Saving on the 6. Natural 6 is always a success. Alright, 1 wound.
1 wound.
So there it is. The walker is down to 8 wounds left. We both meleeed, so can't fight anymore this turn. Not that I think that'll matter. I caused fewer wounds, so I gotta take a morale check. He is fearless, so that's a +1, and that's good to go. These battle brothers have hopped out of the difficult terrain. Looks like that at least did something for your initial decision making, maybe. But now we're going to use the Psychic's ability. We're going to try and cast Foresight. So this is a 4-up. He's a Psychic 2, so that's 2 + 2, which is 4. So that's good to go. So this guy who's within 12 inches now has Foresight. He gets +1 to his shooting rolls this round. Okay, kind of handicapped with that whole rule about can't see into the forest as opposed to treating it as cover. So they are going to unload into this guy over here. First up, the assault rifles. These are hitting on 2s, and they have no armor piercing. Okay, 1 wound gets through. Then the captain has his plasma attachment, so this is hitting on a 2. That's a hit, armor piercing 2.
Saving on 4.
Okay. Nope. Alright, so that's another wound through. Then the heavy machine gun, 3 shots. These are hitting on 2s. All hit, armor piercing 1.
Saving on 3s. And
Okay.
1 more gets through.
1 more gets through. And lastly, the punchy version of the missile launcher. Oh no! Oh! And I forgot the Psychic has an assault rifle as well, so that's a hit. No armor piercing.
Saving on 2s.
Watch this be a 1. No, okay.
So I'm going to use my Greater Demon. And he's got a special for Exalted Symbol of War. Anything within 24 inches, 1 enemy on a 4-up takes a 2d6 AP2 automatic.
Bummer. Okay.
Alright, straight in.
Okay.
Well,
Curious check. 2. Good to go. Okay. Saving on a 2. Saved. And he does have impact 3, so that's 3 automatic hits. These are saving on 2s. 1 failure, so 1 will die.
using Exalted Flame Axe.
8 dice. Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay. AP2. Saving on 4s. 2 wounds get through. That's 3 men down, leaving a captain, a psychic, and 7 more soldiers. So these are just going to be hitting on 3s. Sorry, hitting on 2s because of the captain's tactics. 2 wounds. All right. So 3 for me, 2 for you. You caused more wounds, so a morale check. That's a 7, so that's good. Gonna bring the attention on over here. Gonna back up this tank just a few inches to get him out of that 12-inch range of him. And then we're going to unload everything into here. So first, we'll do the all 4 laser cannons. All right, so these are hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits at AP 4.
6s.
Saving on 6s. Deadly 3 each. 1 save, so that's 6 wounds, and all that's so he's down to 1 wound, and now we have the hunter missiles. Okay, that's a hit, and that's AP 3.
Saving on 5s.
Okay, saving on a 5. No, deadly 3, but it doesn't matter. All right, so it took maybe a bit of overkill. Actually, that was perfectly efficient, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So good job, tank. Well met. And go back to the abyss from which you came.
On the tank.
Okay, he acted totally in character, cowardly backing up, right? And then, so he's out of 12 inches from these guys. And then you're firing upon what?
The tank.
The tank. Okay, let's have it. Okay, so good question. We had this melee over here with the Battle Brothers. We forgot to do their fear check. So they have fearless. So they're adding 1 to their roll. It's just quality, so. Okay, good. It would have been fine. Good call, thank you. We forgot to do fear. Heavy flame
3
cannon.
attacks.
3 dice hitting on what?
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, okay.
With AP 4.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Oh no. Disappointing. Great lumbering ox lost his balance.
Yes.
Tripped on that scatter terrain. Support brothers jump packed down to the street here. They're full 12 inches, so they won't be shooting. Really wasn't worth it. His defense is a 2-up, so I'm not going to waste. It's just not even worth it. They are going to make themselves ready to hop up here next turn and correct that mistake I made in deployment. Your turn. While Seabass contemplates his next move, which is probably going to be over on this side of the board, we're just going to get a little bit of scenic shots here. Yeah. Man, that's good. What are you doing?
I'm bringing down my greater demon.
Yeah.
And exalted symbol of war.
Yep, let's have it.
Nope.
Oh, it's on a 4-up?
4-up.
Ah, bummer. Alrighty, so then he hopped down, and we have... So we're just got to do a Furious check. It's a 2-up, right?
Yep.
It's quality. Okay, that's good. And then Impact 3. So that's 4 vanilla hits, saving on 2s. 1 gets through. And the axe coming down.
Yep.
Yes.
8 attacks from the exalted flame axe.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Alright, hitting on 3s because of shield wall.
Yes.
Alright. Armor piercing?
2.
Armor piercing 2, saving on 4s. 2 more get through, so that was 3 wounds total, enough to kill 1. And now they will strike back. Energy hammers coming down, hitting on 3s. Okay, not bad. These are at AP 2. No, I'm sorry, AP 3, saving on 5s. Deadly 3 each. Just kidding. 3 go through, 3 wounds on him. So each cause 3 wounds, so no one takes a morale check. Now what I'm contemplating is, they still have to activate, so they could move their 6 inches or move it to double and probably get up there to claim that objective, or at least contest it rather, not claim it. But then I'm in charge range from 2 of your units, and it's only round 2. Is it smarter to fall back so that I'm out of charge range for them, and I only have to deal with him, and I can deal with things one at a time? That may be the smarter way to go. And so what we did is hop back. All right, over to you. So you're keeping them there because objectives are only claimed at the end of a turn, so you have to have something there. So that's what that unit's going to do.
Yes.
And what about them?
They're going to stay waiting and hiding, waiting for something to come.
Staying in the safety of the forest. Nothing can shoot in there at least, so that's good. Quick rewind. He had to activate his great symbol of war. Let's try it.
Alright.
Come on. Come on. Alright, it goes off. So that's D6 AP2 hits.
1.
1. Oh, bummer. Okay. AP2, saving on 4. Saves. Coming on into this scrum here. First, he will fire his heavy fusion rifle at his attackers that are immediately around him. He is hitting on 2s due to that ability from the psychic earlier, due to foresight. Okay, that's a hit. Armor piercing 4. Nope, deadly 6. So that's going to kill 1 hound outright. And now the right tool for the right job, the twin heavy flamethrower, 12 dice, hitting on 2s. Okay, those were all at armor piercing 1. 8 get through. Alright, so 2 of them die, and then another one has 1 left on it. That is not half the unit size, so no morale check is needed. Another unit there, when it activates, gets to use its symbol. Checking on which one he wants to do. Choosing the walker.
4 up.
No good. These Battle Brothers hopped up a hot step to get within range of that dude up there. First up, the assault rifles, hitting on 2s, thanks to the captain. All hits, no armor piercing.
Save it on 2s.
2 wounds get through. Then we have the heavy machine gun. These are hitting on 2s also. 3 more wounds. And then the punchy version of the missile launcher. That's a hit, armor piercing 3. Nope, deadly 3, so that's 3 more. How many total?
8, so.
Alright, so he's down to 4, which is under half, so we need a quick morale check. So 4 up. Good to go, that's the Wylock's armor symbol. That is it, thank God. Okay, that's the end of 2. What do we have? Over here, we are probably forsaking that objective. This last surge, we are probably not going to be able to get up there and close this thing down. That'll have to wait another day. But I only need 2 markers to win the game. And so do you. I keep making this me-centric. I'm set up to hop up there and claim that one. I got a pretty good fortress over here. I got him under control. And these guys are in the forest, and I think next time we should not be doing that house rule that you can't see in at all. Kind of handicapped. But, okay, interesting game going on so far. We're going to go to the top of 3. Who finished activating first? You did, so you're going to go first at the top of 3. Let's clear all the status markers. Forgot, you have 1 more ambusher. You're bringing them in.
Yes, I am, and I'm bringing them in. Enough to charge in from that objective marker if need be, and still play in this field, because as it goes, we only need 2 each.
Yeah.
2 to win.
Yep, okay. Okay, so they have blinked in, and now your entire army's on the field.
You want me to put him down there?
He's charging in?
Yes.
Cool, alright. Don't forget to activate his icon.
Yep.
If it goes off, it does.
2d6.
2d6. Alright, 10 at AP2. So he hops down and just sort of does a Hulk Hogan, flexes his muscles, doing 10 hits. So these are saving on 4s. 1, 2, 3. 4 of them get through. So that kills 1 and has 2 wounds left on another. Then we have a Furious check. Furious is good, plus Impact 3. So that's 4 vanilla hits, saving on 2s. All of those save. Now he swings the axe.
3s, because you're
Hitting on
shield.
3. Yes, shield wall, so hitting on 3s.
AP2.
AP2, saving on 4s. Whoa, alright. 1 gets through, and they hold strong. Alright. So you caused 1 wound in melee. I don't believe we include the Furious and the impact hits, because it says in melee. So we'll go with that. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Alright, so you caused 1 wound in melee. Now they swing back. 3s. Okay, I'll take that. 4 hits at AP3. 1 save, 3 wounds get through. I caused more wounds, so we need a morale check. Morale's good. Battle Brothers hop from here over into the forest. Then the Psychic is going to attempt to cast Foresight again on the Attack Walker. Need a 4. Got a 4. The Attack Walker has +1 to its shooting. Everything else here is going to unload into the dogs. First up, the Assault Rifles. We are in the forest, so we're in cover. So it's -1 to hit, but then the Captain is +1, so we're hitting on 3s. Saving on 4s.
2.
2 get through. Then we have the Heavy Machine Gun. 2 hits, armor piercing 1.
On 5s. Both saves.
Both saves. And then we have the missile launcher, the punchy version. Hits, armor piercing 3.
Saving
6.
Sixes.
Okay, deadly 3, so that kills another dog. So that's that. They are done. You're still above half, so no morale check. State of the board as Seabass contemplates his next move. Topples over the fence, moves up to here. You gonna shoot? Can't see into the forest, right? Okay, so that time it played into my favor. Alright, you done? Over here, the walker has taken a hot step back to get out of charge range of those guys, and he's gonna unload into the dogs. So first up, the fusion rifle. And this is hitting on 3s because of that foresight, counteracts the cover being in the forest. That's a hit, AP 4. Saves, no! Alright. Twin heavy flamethrower coming in. Wow. Wow, look at this table. This table is just cursed. Look at that. That is obscene. Alright.
5.
5 wounds get through. Okay, another hound dies. And another has 1 left on it. I believe that brings you down to half. Morale check. This is a really big one. Hounds are going to wheel around and charge the Battle Brothers.
12.
No impact, so we need 5 furious checks. 2 vanilla saves, saving on 2s. Both good. Able to roll all of them because the weapons are the same. Hitting on 3s, 10 dice, AP 1. Saving on 3s. 4 get through. That hurt. So now we're punching back. 8 dice. Hitting on 2s. No armor piercing. Alright. You cause more wounds, so I will make a morale check. Morale, ooh, it's good because I have Fearless, so that 2 is a 3. Over here, support brothers jump pack from the ground up to here. So assuming I hold it, we'll claim that marker at the end of the turn. Also, these guys are potentially within 12 inches of anything that might come out too far to use pistols. I don't know. We'll see. Back to you. Okay, activating this group. Not going to move them, but just for the purpose of the symbol. So targeting them.
Yes.
Let's see if it hits. Doesn't go off. Bummer. Okay, back to me.
Yes.
Okay, coming over here, this tank moved its full 9 inches up to there, and it is drawing a bead on the portal. Those dudes up there at the portal. So it's unloading everything. First up, let's do the 4 laser cannons. These are hitting on 3s. Oh man, 2 misses, AP 4. Natural 6 is always a save, unfortunately. Oh, very flavorful. Freaking laser cannon to the face, and it survives. Alright, so 1 dies, and then we have the Hunter missiles, which is, how many is that? That's 1 shot. Okay, that's a hit, AP 3. Nope, deadly 3, doesn't matter. So 1 more model dies. Alright, so we killed 2 models. It's something. Back to you. Over here, you're activating this unit, and its symbol is going to do a thing.
I'm also going to move them around.
Okay. Alright, so they're screening that darn objective, and let's see if that ability goes off on a 4-up. It does not. Okay. Not sure what else to do with this unit of Battle Brothers, so they are going to hop over 6 inches, try and see what they can over there. We've concluded a few of the models would be able to see, but that thing will definitely get cover.
Well, and sorry to be honest.
Yeah, looking through this.
I don't want to cut your guys out from being able
so
to.
There's a pretty good view from this door. I think it's just 4 of the models. Okay, let's do the assault rifle first. That's a hit, no armor piercing. Saved. Then we have the heavy machine gun. Armor piercing 1. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's a hit. No, you're in cover. That's not a hit.
Saving on 2. You say AP1?
AP1.
Save it on 3s.
Okay, one save, one goes through. And then finally, the missile launcher. This is the punchy version. No! Alright, that misses. So what's he down to? 3 wounds now? So he's down to 3 wounds. Morale check. Morale is failed. Alright, so he will be pinned for turn 4. So that's something. They basically took him out of the rest of the game. That's a good thing.
Everything over here has been activated. I'm going to take my last group and move them into that objective marker to claim it.
Yes. Okay.
And
you know they don't need to do that till the end of round 4 at the end of the game.
yes.
But you want to, I'm guessing, build a screen.
Yes, I do. So
Yeah.
because I know they're going to get shot up as I into round 4.
Okay. Well, let's see if this symbol can go off. So far it's been a Benny Hill theme for them mostly.
Yes.
Okay.
And do
D6.
D6.
5. P2 from them onto them. AP2, so saving on 4s. And 1 gets through. Which is enough to kill 1. And I don't think that you do morale because... Well, wait a sec. Let's check the rules. Okay, it says whenever a unit takes wounds that bring it down, which it just did. So it's not necessarily during shooting. So I do have to do a morale check. This needs a 2. And that's a 2. Whoa. Alright. Over here, mathematically, it is impossible for them to kill the Greater Demon of War. There's only 1 round left. So they, knowing the day is lost over here, will charge up this mountain and make their last stand in the name of mankind. And so let's see what we got at the end of round 3. Yep, over here, this is a lost cause. Stories will be told of these men. Over here, you've got this marker. You're going to get to go first in round 4. You've already told me you intend to bolster out that bubble, so you're probably going to have that one too. It is looking grim. Over here, these hounds gave me a time this game. Maybe I put too much focus on them. I don't know. I really wanted to protect my walker. That may have been a mistake. Over here, I've at least claimed this marker. So right now, we're sitting 2-1 in your favor. It's not looking good. Okay, let's play it out. We'll go to the top of 4. Okay, so you're activating them. First, we're going to do the icon. You're once again going after the destroyers. So let's see if it goes off.
It doesn't.
And their bravery is just overwhelming. All right, now you're just sort of going to shuffle them around a little bit to block off the tank and the jump packs from possibly getting within 3 inches, effectively sealing off that marker. So this is what it's come down to. I've got to find a way to pick away at that middle group and make somehow punch enough room for the jump pack support brothers to get in. So first up, this unit of battle brothers, we're going to use the psychic and cast Foresight on the attack walker. On a 4-up, nope, doesn't work. Okay. Then we have the assault rifles in this unit firing upon, well, everything in this unit is firing upon them. Assault rifles hitting on 2s. Okay, those are at no armor piercing. 1 dies. Then we have a missile launcher. This is the blasty version. That's a hit. It's blast 3, so it becomes 3 saves at no armor piercing.
4.
Okay,
I'll get
3 die. Heavy machine gun. Those all hit. AP1. Saving on 5s. 1 save. 2 more die. You're not down to half, so you're good. No morale check. Okay, the swarm continues forth. Them, the icon again on the destroyers. Does it go off?
It's a 6.
6. All right. How many wounds? How many hits? 5 hits. Saving on force. 4 of them get through. So 1 dies, and 1 is left with 2 wounds. Morale check. Morale's good. Okay, so they've moved up. We have a swarm here for measure. So the original unit was these 3, this big guy, and 1 more on the other side, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so the task will be to deal... Interesting. So If I can kill these 3 models, I can create an opening for myself for the jump packs to get in. Interesting. But that means I've got to kill those 3. So you can put wounds wherever you want. This big guy has 6 wounds, right? Mm-hmm. So I need to think very carefully about when to fire my lasers, and you need to think very carefully about when to start assigning wounds to the big guy instead of the infantry. So the ending here is going to come down to the micro. This will be a difference between a draw and a victory for the Demons. What am I going to do next? Okay. The attack walker has lumbered up. He's within 12 inches. Now, what I just said, we got to time up what I don't want to burn the fusion rifle on just a little guy. So first, we're going to do the twin heavy flamethrower. Hitting on 3s. That is a good roll. These are at armor piercing 1. Now, actually there is potential here that we punch through those 4 infantry and get to the big guy. So even though this isn't rules as written, I would like to give you the advantage and do these one at a time. Because once the 4 guys are dead, you start using the defense of the big guy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Even though that's not in the rules, I think, let's do it that way.
So one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time.
Nice.
5 ups. That's a save. 1 is dead. 2 is dead. 3 is dead. That's a save. That's a save. Come on, that's a save. That's a save. 4 are dead. Now you switch to the big guy. That's 1 wound. Okay, so 1 wound got through. He's got 5 left. And now I'm shooting the heavy fusion rifle. That's a hit. Armor piercing 4.
Saving on a 6.
Saving on a 6.
Yep.
Does not save. That's deadly 6. So that unit is wiped. Good job, Walker. Oh man. So this veteran who's been on recon when this whole thing went down turns out to possibly be the one to save the day. All right, your turn. Doesn't matter at all anymore, but this guy is going to charge in and they're at least going to face off. First, his icon.
Yes.
Okay. Flex those muscles. It goes off on a 4?
Yes, but I'm trying to decide who I put it on. Because I don't have to put it on.
Does not go off. All right. It's going to charge in. Furious on a 2. It's good. Plus 3 impacts. That's 4 vanilla saves. They are all good. And now his axe. The songs will be sung of this guy. 8 attacks hitting on 2s. 2 get through, which is just enough to take him down. And finally, that unit of destroyers is destroyed. They have reclaimed this mountain. They are not going away anytime soon. He can move up to 3 inches. I don't know if you care at this point, but it appears that chaos will continue to spill through this portal, infecting this world for some time to come. Disappointing. Anyway, back over here. Presumably I can shuffle them up 6 inches and get at least some of them so they can see. So the question is, do that first or do the tank first? Because once the big guy is exposed, the wounds have to go on him. So let's just think for a moment. All right, with that objective claimed at the end of last round, the support brothers have hopped down before the gap closes because, forgot, these hounds are over here and they can move 18 on the double. So before that gap closes, got to get in there. So I've done that. This objective is now contested. Back to you. And look what has happened. So it's still contested. That guy is going to hold firm. He will be the last model that I remove. But the hounds have charged up. I've moved these guys by up to 3 inches to make base contact to the extent possible. And now we've got to do some furious checks. Okay, plane saves. 1 fails, so 1 dies. 12 dice coming in on 3s. AP1, these are saving on 3s. 1, 2, 3 will die. I'll pick away the ones that are out of fighting range. That hurt. Now we're punching back. It's only 12 dice, no armor piercing. This is kind of tough because, so you caused 3 wounds just now in melee. If I don't cause 3, I got to take a morale test. If I roll a 1, see, pinned units cannot do anything with markers. So that, let's not even think about it. Oh, wow. All right. Three wounds.
3 wounds.
Ah, true. Okay, so you can put your 3 wounds on the big dude.
Yes.
Okay, so you do that. We caused the same number of wounds, so there will be no morale checks. All right. That was a scare. This troop of heroes has moved, and this psychic right here is going to cast Psychic Roar, targeting these hounds. So I need a 6 or better. Psychic 2, so we're adding 2. I need a 4. That'll do it, Psychic Roar. So they have to take a morale test. 3 up. Ah, darn it. That would have been D3 plus 3 automatic wounds. Okay, now we go into the shooting. So, are they going to shoot at the hounds or the... Now, they're going to unload everything into the unit of bloodhounds, or blood warriors. Downrange. First up, 5 assault rifles, hitting on 2s. 1 miss, no armor piercing. 2 of them die. Take that. Heavy machine gun. 2 misses. Alright, armor piercing 1. Okay, another one dies. Then we have the missile launcher. This is the blasty version. That becomes 3. No armor piercing.
Save it on 4th.
All saved. Alright. That's everything for them. Not quite effective as I was hoping. They activate and they do nothing. Back to me.
Yes.
All I have left is my tank. So with the tank, this is it. All the best I can hope for is I split the fire up smartly and do some wounds to each unit, enough that they have to do morale tests. They both fail, they both become pinned, and now I've got that objective. That's how it's going to go down, right?
Yes.
All right, let me figure this out. For the sake of showmanship, he's moved up and now he's going to fire. We're going to do the laser rifles, the laser things first. Those all 4 will go into the blood warriors, hitting on 3s. Oh my gosh. 2 hits, armor piercing 4. Yes. Okay, 2 of them die. Does that put them down to half?
No.
Alright, well, we don't really need to resolve the rest of the attacks. There's no way to get them down to half and compel a morale check, so this is how it's going to end, right? Okay, so at the end of 4, you've got this one, clearly. We told that story already. This one's contested. So the next game, the next battle is where this story would pick up. Over here we did claim this. We preserved the sanctity of this broken temple. And that is the way that the game ends. So, what'd you think?
It was good. I liked how the
demon list is improved.
Yes.
Yes.
How it was improved.
Yes, vastly improved, I think. So this thing with the forest, my worry was with the landslide of our last battle report. I was very scared that, I don't know, the melee and the shooting. So I put that little handicap there to sort of even the playing field. Turns out I didn't need to do that because I think the changes they made to the demon list were great. And both armies' strengths shined once they finally got to. So that was dumb. We should have just said the forest means you're in cover, not that it's totally invulnerable. So all that said, I do think next time I'd like to do some spicier, home-ruled victory conditions. For a few games there, we were using those cards and splicing in rules from other war games. Because I think the engine of this game, the stats and the points and everything, is well balanced. I think it's great. So you can tack on really whatever homebrew rules you want, and it tends to hold up. We've proven that in earlier battle reports. So from here on out, I think I'm done with the stock missions, and we're going to go back to some more flavorful stuff. But until then, that's Seabass. I am Wylock. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.